What is up, people of Montreal? Today is a very good day. Can you see what's on my screen? I hope you can, because that's a 3-year contract for our boy Ivan Demidov. Obviously, everybody know who Ivan Demidov is by now and what he's capable of and what he's been doing. There's been many videos from me and from other people like Elite Prospect who've been talking about Ivan Demidov and all the things that he's been doing. But now he's signed as a Montreal Canadiens. I don't think anybody saw it coming. Everybody was saying the chances were very slim for him to sign before the end of May until his contract was finished. And just like that, he signed in Montreal and he signed for this season. As far as I know, on their Twitter, they said 24-25 to 26-27, meaning that he's coming to Montreal and he might play. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna play him, but it's not like we don't need offense. We always need more offense, and that's what that guy can bring is offense and compete on the ice all day long. That's what he does, and that's what he can bring. So now the Montreal Canadiens, yes, they signed Ivan Demidov, but the team itself is getting so good. Like we are in a playoff spot right now. If we look at the ranking right here, we can see we have 85 points. There's Detroit, who we play against tonight with 76 games played. So they have a game in hand with 79 points. So if we win tonight, we basically have 8 points over them and they have one game in hand. So if they win it, they still have 6 points. We have 6 points over the New York Rangers and we have basically the same thing over the Islanders. So those two, unless we start losing every single game until the end of the season, uh, it's basically a done thing if we can win tonight. The most dangerous team right now is Detroit. We're playing them tonight. We can cut it right there. Stop it, and make sure we make the playoff tonight. It's not going to be a mathematical clinch, but it's going to be as close as it gets. It's going to be like a 95-96% clinch. So it's pretty good. And then we're adding Ivan Demidov to that. The team is doing super good offensively. It's going super good defensively. We have our boy Lane Hutson on the back end, who's like breaking everything out there. The guy's going to finish the season with almost 70 points. He has like 64 points right now or something like that. And he's going to end up with something around 70 points over the season. He's just like breaking records and breaking everything that we've breaking everything and surpass everything that we thought he would be doing. Like obviously all the fans were excited for Lane Hutson. Everybody knew the type of talent that he was. Some people were questioning if it was going to translate or not, and that includes me because obviously I never seen a player like this before. So was it going to translate or not? Obviously it did, but now even the defense part of the game, it was a work in progress at the beginning of the season where he was like minus 20 by the time we got to the Four Nation. And since then, he's like one of the highest plus minus in the NHL. And I think he's like -2 right now. So he really got his defense down. He's dancing a little less. He's choosing his moment. He's just a superb defenseman. He's basically a superstar in the making, like superstar in the making. And we got Demidov, who's basically the same thing, but as a forward. That's just crazy. I don't think I'm 38 years old, and I don't know if I've had that in my life. Yes, I've seen the cup in '93, but as far as I remember, I was young. Like that cup was basically all on Patrick Roy. Not all, but he was like the backbone of the team was Patrick Roy. And every team that we've had that were competitive as I grew, and even a couple years ago, were led by goaltender standing on their head, like Carey Price and José Theodore and Alak and Patrick Roy. And so that's what I know. The strong goaltending can bring your team far in the playoff. But now for once, and not for once, because we've had PK Subban and Andrei Markov on the back end and stuff like that, but like Lane Hutson is a different level. He's like, I thought maybe he's on PK Subban's level, but it turns out that he's probably better than that. And Markov was one of the smartest defensemen that we've had in a long time. And maybe Lane Hutson is even smarter than that. So it's looking really good. And we have Brian Backer to add to the blue line next year, maybe the year after, depending on how his knee is going. And now we add Demidov to a team that already has Caulfield, Suzuki, who's finally having like a true elite number one center in the NHL. Good without the puck, good with the puck, making plays all over the ice. He can score, he can pass, he can drive the middle, he can do everything. He's taking this team on his back with Lane Hutson and basically bringing them to the playoff. like a real number one centerman for the Montreal Canadiens. It's been so long. I don't know. And then we have the big guy in Slavkovsky who's slowly getting better year after year, match after match. Sometimes he regrets a little bit and then he comes back. But we all know what he can do. And we all know what he has to work on to get better. But he's going there. So and then you add a guy like Demidov to that. Like we have the Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky line. And our second line is basically nothing, right? Like they're doing good now, but it doesn't mean that they will always do good. Like players like Vorak and Gallagher, and it's good, but it's not second line worthy in the NHL. They are for now, but they won't be like naturally they aren't, right? Vorak was not a good player until the last couple of months or something like that. So yeah, so now we add Demidov to that. We have Patrick Laine who can receive his passes and clap that bomb. It's just gonna be it's gonna be special. Like I said, in the time that I've been watching the Habs, I don't think I've seen a team that has superstar on the back end, superstar on the front end, and we signed Fowler just a couple of days ago. So and he's one of my favorite prospect in the entire organization. Obviously, he's not on the same level as Demidov for me, but he's still like second or third. I don't remember where I put in my last prospect pool ranking, but he's just a top goaltending prospect. So we have top goaltending prospect, top forward prospect, top defense prospect, and we have some more coming up. So we're going to be able to have some depth in there. It's just looking really good. We signed Evans to a 4-year contract so he can be that fourth line, anchoring the fourth line defensively, playing on the PK, tons of minutes. This team is going well. I have full faith in Martin Saint Louis. He's doing such a good job building that chemistry, building that brotherhood in the team. Same thing with Kent Hughes. He's just doing really well. There are some questionable decision like New Hook, but New Hook is looking good. He just can't finish anything. But in the end, he's still looking good on the ice. When you watch him, he uses his speed. He puts himself in position to shoot the puck in dangerous areas. He has good shot on net, good look on net, but he just can't bury anything. So, so New Hook is New Hook. I don't know if it was a good trade. We'll see in the future, but in the end, it doesn't change much because we have so much depth coming, and we have such like we're still building, right? But we're at the door of the playoff. We're in right now, but I mean we're at the door of the playoff, and it's only gonna get better because Lane Hutson's gonna get better, and Stavkovsky's gonna get better, and then we're gonna add Demidov, and it's gonna get better, and then a year or two from now we're gonna add Michael Hage, and maybe this year they're gonna trade a pick or two or sign a free agent. We don't know, but we're gonna add maybe at some point the Kirby Doc is gonna be good. I don't know. Like at the beginning of the season, I made a video talking about how the Habs are an underrated team and how people are sleeping on the Habs. And some of my vision obviously included Kirby Doc, which didn't work out. But in the end, we are where I thought we would be, or where I wish at least we could be. I don't know if I really thought that that's where we would be, but it's happening. We're in a playoff. Demidov is signed. He's coming to Montreal. Lane Hutson's a superstar. That's all I had to say. Like I said, I wanted to share my excitement. Like when I was writing a script for my next video, which is going to be like a Calder debate between all the players for the Calders. I was writing that. That took a 2-minute break. Went on Twitter, saw that the Canadiens signed Demidov, and then I turned to my wife. I had like I had like I was just so excited. So I turned to her and I was like, "Oh my god, they signed Demidov, and Demidov is coming to Montreal." And it was like, "Okay, who's that?" And I was like, "Oh man, I need to share my excitement with some people." So I jump on the mic, start up OBS, and started recording this. I have nothing else to say. I'm just rambling. That was the point of the video. It's not structured. There's nothing to add. It's not. I'm not gonna break down Demidov skills. I already did it, but everybody here knows that quickly he's just a super skilled forward, very good hands, always gets to the middle of the ice. He did it last year in the MHL, and he kept doing it in the KHL. Just smarter in a smarter way, because he distributes the puck first before he gets there, instead of just always trying to get into the middle with the puck and sometimes gets knocked by a big guy. So you don't want that in the NHL because it's dangerous to get to the middle with the puck. So you distribute the puck outside first, and then you get to the middle, get the puck in, and then you can do something. And that's what he does. But he's just so skilled with his hands. He has terrific feet, very, very agile, very fast. Maybe he lacks a little bit of explosion, but the speed and the agility is just out of this world. Combined with the hands, combined with the vision, combined with the extreme smart in it, the way he plays offense, the way he's always in movement, always keeping his feet moving, always finding ways to get to open areas or to create open areas using his hands, using his eyes to look elsewhere, open lanes, send the puck, move away, get the puck back. He's just super dynamic. There's not a world where I see and where I cannot see that he's not going to be a superstar. I don't know if the sentence that I just said make any sense, but I think Demidov is going to be like a Kaprasov level type of player. Like I don't know if he can reach like a Pasternak or a like Kucherov level of talent. Maybe, maybe, maybe I don't know. I don't know what his ceiling. Every time I watch him, I'm impressed. But in the end, if you get a player that's like on Kaprasov level, a guy that can consistently put 90 to 100 points, maybe even more than that on the board every single year, driving the offense, when you have other players like Caulfield, Slavkovsky, Suzuki, I mean, anyway, that's it. I'm just rambling. I have nothing else to add. I'm just like repeating myself over and over again, but I think you can see the excitement. I hope you're just as excited as me, and I hope we get to see him at least one game before the end of the season. If we can clinch it tonight, like let him get to Montreal, let him adjust to the time zone so he can sleep a little bit, and then get him in the team, make him play a game or two so we can see a little bit what he can do, and maybe he can play in the playoffs or something like that. We'll see how it goes, but I'm just so excited. Anyways, see you in the next one. Peace.